Hello, everybody, and welcome into the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. How's it going? How you doing? How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good time zones. It's good to see everybody. Hope you're having a good one. This is gonna be fun. Not the song. I figured let's mix it up a little. Okay, why not? We're mixing it up a little. We're keeping things. We're keeping you on edge. Okay, good night. It's about to hit midnight. My goodness. Making you in a video game, would you prefer to have or not have hair? Ooh, that's a good question, because like all my characters have hair, obviously. Mainly because I know it's hard to draw a bald person, which is very funny. I know it's hard to draw a bald person. So it's for artists specifically, it's easier to draw hair. No, it is. From what I've heard from all of my artist friends, it's harder to draw a bald person because it's whatever. It's just abnormal, right? Always thinking of the fan artists. Always ends up looking off or egg-shaped. 100%. It is. Can confirm. Shiny spots. It would probably be easier. I don't know. So. Yeah, so I think it's just that. So I think keep the characters with hair for the fan artist's sake. And I think that's probably the approach I'm going to generally take with any characters I'm going to continue to create. Because why not? You have to, if you draw someone bald, you have to make it exactly correct. Either that or it's very Satama coded, right? And like, that takes effort. And even then, if you look at it from the wrong angle, it's just, the head's just way too tall. Okay? And it doesn't really work. And in Minecraft, the only reason I went bald is because it was funny and it was a sub goal. If a fan artist can't draw a bald character, they need to lock in. Look, I can work planning just to be sure. I can work ahead to try to make it a little try to make it a little easier. Because why not? Bald head proportions are so confusing. It's a lot of forehead. It just goes up and over. That's just how it works, right? See, even with bald though, you can get like a little bit of scruff here, which helps. Like you can put the little bit of the shadow, and you can kind of see it. But yeah, it's a 10 head. It very much is 10 out of 10. Thinking about it, I don't ever think I've seen you drawn without hair, which is valid. Like the Minecraft character has hair because also for a Minecraft character, for a cube, you kind of need more details there, right? Like it makes sense. So I think you gotta stick with it. Glare when dealing with bald people. Yeah, a little bit. Word ban is out, sadly. Word ban should restock. I tested something. So you know how I've been saying that the word ban will now keep track of chat's failures? I had to test that system, so I had to redeem it before stream. So now, whenever a word ban is activated, the chat's saying of the word ban will be tracked. So right underneath in the when it's up here, right? When it's up here and it says word ban, there's now another piece of text directly underneath it that says chat failures with a counter. Now, I haven't thought of a punishment for it yet, but there is very much some opportunities here that chat can get called out as well. So we have opportunities, which could be fun, right? Because I get punished if I fail. So why don't you have to get punished as well? It's your birthday. A happy birthday, Scooter. And don't worry, you don't need to send bits for me to read a message. I'm here. Person who says it gets added to the void. What's the punishment? I don't know. Maybe it's like a collective chat if you go above a certain amount or something like that. I don't know. All I know is we now have options. No. So that's the point, Songbird. I don't want the banned word displayed on screen because I want to be able to count how many times chat fails. So by not displaying it, chat also has to work around it, and chat has to work collectively to see how well they can do. Also, it's just very easy chat interaction bait. So streamer pro tip, do that so that people have something to talk about in the chat. So it's fun. It could be very fun. We have options. So I've been working on a couple tech upgrades and a few other things to make sure everything is good to go. So that way we're all set. Pretty much doing a Mez game with Clock Tower with Twitch chat. That's the fun of it, which is good. But the good news is, what is fun, right, is that by figuring out how to do that, I can now also do things like there's a secret word in chat and somebody has to say the secret word for something to happen. So that's also an opportunity for something that we could do. So we could play around with it a little bit, and we have new by figuring out the chat like activity one way or another and parsing chat messages. Now we have multiple things that we could do. So just hooking into chat and actually parsing chat messages directly has been quite fun. We are going to get absolutely frozen and snowed in here. It's not great. I am in the bright pink zone. I went grocery shopping yesterday. The shelves were empty, and it was just like a normal Thursday grocery shopping for me. So I was just picking up a couple supplies, right? I was just making sure we're fine. But like, the house is fine. We have a wood burning fireplace if we absolutely need to, so we can use that. Like, if all, like, the house will be fine and the family will be safe. I'm not worried about any of that stuff, but it's gonna be potentially rough, which is a bummer. So that might, depending on if we lose power or anything else like that, I might not be able to do much over the weekend, but we'll figure it out. So that'll be fun. Is empty this morning. I've worked the next few days, been like -23. Yeah, is bad. It's gonna be bad. So just stay safe, everybody. Stay safe. If you don't need to travel unnecessarily, don't do so. Stay safe, stay warm. Make sure you're stocked up and supplied. Make sure you have a good line of contact with other people as well, so that you can check in with others and others can check in with you. How long is the storm supposed to last? I don't know. They've said the weather forecast for our area has been so sporadic. They're like, it'll start snowing for a day and it might snow for 3 days. You can expect anywhere between 2 inches and 2 feet. So I have no idea. So we're just planning for the worst and we're going to make it work. I think the last prediction was somewhere that it's going to average somewhere around like the 12 to 16 inches of snow. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm in Virginia. Any snow and everything shuts down. So it's all crazy.
I plan to make positive.
Okay. Plan to make positive gremlin vibes. Wait. PC Kobold Wild Magic Barbarian in a sheepskin with a pitchfork. Pet of another PC Druid. Oh boy. So yeah, it's either, you're right, Cleo, it's either snow day or winter apocalypse. All I know is like the kids are probably not going to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and next week. So we're already planning for how I'm going to manage them while getting stream stuff done and everything else. So it's that. It's like the kids are getting some time off, probably. Plan some activities. So I got like pizza ingredients, so I can make dad pizza, which will be fun. I did hear about exploding trees. That's terrifying. I'm a little too far south for the exploding trees. I doubt it turns out too bad here. I don't think we're going to be horrifically snowed in, but I do think everything's going to be shut down because in Virginia and like the DC metro area. Yeah. Much further north, like northern US, is getting cold enough that the sap inside of trees is going to freeze and therefore expand and therefore explode. So that's fun. But no, like DC metro area, if any snow or ice happens, everything just closes, even for the tiniest little bit. So it's like, we're not going to get a ton of snow. Thankfully, I'm not going to have to shovel. I'm not going to break my back. But it's potential for like intermittent power outages or services being disabled or roads not being cleaned. And like, we've already been told garbage is not going to get picked up on Monday. So they've already planned to close, which is like, this is annoying. So it's that kind of thing, right? It's having to work around that. And if the garbage services aren't working, that means the school's probably going to be closed, which means the kids are going to be home. So like, I'm just planning for multiple snow days with the kids. We'll make it work. Oh no, they're doing it out of anticipation to keep people safe, which is valid. But oh boy, is it like, it's going to be difficult to manage on the other end. So yeah, wait. What did Scooter say? I saw a message. PA is either 12 to 20 inches. Meanwhile, we screwed her 2 inches and nothing else. Yeah, basically, pretty much. 8 days to subathon. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about what we're doing. So I have a plan for today. The plan is to plan, right? We are obviously going to be doing a lot on servers like SBK. We're going to be playing on like.gg a lot. We're going to be playing and doing things like Harpy Express and Clock Tower. I've been thinking about going through and doing a playthrough of Raft and trying to actually play through Raft. We're going to pick up on Outer Wilds. We're going to play Outer Wilds. We're going to do a lot of IRL stuff once everybody is here. Like we have a 9-person in real life house party happening the first weekend of the month, which is going to be so much fun. We've got like 6 people from SBK who are all going to be here. We're going to be doing board game night. We're going to play pool. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. All right. I've planned for some IRL D&D stuff over one of the time. Like I've been planning so much stuff for the IRL stuff, but I also want to sit through this and like talk it through and show some of the things. But specifically, Void, I haven't announced who all is coming, but I will be revealing it soon. Because I also need to do the whole thing where we start to reveal goals and like things that will get unlocked throughout the whole event, which could be fun. It's gonna be chaos. Soon, trademark soon. We've revealed the merch designs, and like the overall vibe is very 80s coded, which is fun. But something big that I want to do, and something that personally I've really been loving that people have been playing, is a lot of people have been playing Extraction in its current form. Hi Ghost, thank you for popping in. A lot of people have been playing Extraction in its current form, and I am so excited. I've been having so much fun. I've been seeing that chat active. I know a lot of people have been running around and getting stuff and playing and exploring the world. And I am so happy that people are having fun. But I also know, and since I've been working on it right now, I know that it's going to be objectively better once I finish all of the recoding of things and everything else. But the other thing I want to do is I want to go through and redo and remake a big portion of this map with my friends. Because I think sitting around and just being silly and building in creative mode is fun, right? And I think it will be a lot of fun for us to be able to do more stuff like that. So we're going to do this in an interesting way. There's an empty building or two here in the city. And I think what could be fun and what could be the first step in the whole process of redoing the map could be going through here and actually writing out what the plan for the map is. And let's have that be a room that then people can come back to and see when they're in the actual world, because why not, right? We're already going to be retrofitting and redoing a big portion of this world as it is. Let's make the process of retrofitting and redoing the world part of the story of the world, because that's just a fun little detail. So I'm just trying to find a good room that looks like it might serve as a good kind of space. And up here actually feels nice. Like, this room is pretty decently populated though, so let's keep looking. I am all for frogs. Build a giant frog statue and a temple to frogs. Why not? Environmental storytelling. Yes, let's have some environmental storytelling in here. I just need to find a good room for it. What's in here? Oh, this is... If I break that glass... Oh, yeah. There is this. I forgot that this was up here. Yeah, there's that. I forgot that was up here. Never mind. We're going to go somewhere else. There's all sorts of little... You haven't seen this in over a year? That's a deep slate pyramid. Just because. That's just a deep slate pyramid. It exists in the world right now. You can go see that. Bring back wheel spins and Plinko. There will be 2 channel point redemptions on being able to add time without doing money. They're going to be a little bit more expensive than they were last year in channel points. One is a returning feature. One is brand new, which is very fun. And then on top of that, the one that is not returning is going to come back in a different way. So it's very fun. One is brand new, one is returning. I'm very excited for both of them, actually, which will be fun. Oh, there's just like this little room up here. Yeah, so we've been thinking of things. There's this room. I need to find a room for planning. Where's a good room for planning? This seems nice. What else is in this space? This is just like an off. Ooh, this is kind of like a ruined office building. I kind of like this building. Why don't we? Oh yeah, this is really tiny. So let's go ahead and come on up here. And well, that's part of the reason they're going to be more expensive, Ray, is that like there's just people with so much more channel points and so much more has happened over the years. And also just the channel is so much bigger than it was. It's kind of wild, right? So we're gonna make it work. I think right here serves as a great place for us to go ahead and make our little planning room. So why don't we make our little planning room right here? We're gonna knock this all out. We can place a lot of this. We'll keep that carpet here. I like this wall, so I want to move it. Hold on a second, everybody. Okay, why am I invisible? I'm invisible again. Oh no. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Life called. All right, he's gone, and he didn't even give us a free chair. I became a VTuber briefly. I'm sorry. Which I don't know which status I'm in. I'm invisible. I'm invisible. Okay. Mushroom. I want to use something that's a very fun detail, which you can do to be able to make a real cool looking cork board, like a planning cork board. And it is literally just this. Check this out. This is a texture that goes so underutilized, but is so nice. Jared Laguna. Oh, that's tempting. Beehive. Boop, 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 boop. And we actually have access to shelves now too, because the world has upgraded. So we can go ahead and boop, 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 boop. Nope. There. And trapdoor on the top of some kind. What should we put up there? We can just put a nice, good old-fashioned oak trapdoor. I like this. The I Hurt Legs mug and shirt has come in. Very cool. Love to see it. That's wonderful. All right, we're going to move this up because we're also going to, boop, for the first time ever, we're going to have the first of one of the new things that you can get loot from in Extraction. We're going to get a vault. We're going to put one up here. This could be one of the first ones. So this is just going to be an office. Yeah, this is a thing, everybody. So we're designing a new loot location. We're making an office here in this space. So there is a skeleton spawner here. There's one chest. You'll come up these stairs, and then actually I'm going to make these stairs double wide just because it kind of makes sense too. Let's just use the clone tool because that's easier. Boop, boop. And then we'll get rid of this chair. And then clean this. And then this will get you up into the office. And this is actually a really nice looking kind of space. Got socks on. Oh, no. Purple. So what I am going to do, just for planning's sake and for being able to track this later, I'm just going to make a giant purple concrete stick here. Just so I can have an idea of like what's already been updated and what hasn't. And then I also want to, because I see a nice little spot up here. We can make a little balcony right here, because why not? And then we'll have to do this to have that connect in a way that feels important. And then that gets you up onto this balcony. That's fun. All right. This is fun. So now this gets you up onto this balcony, which previously wasn't accessible. And then I like that connecting in that way so that just opens up a little bit more path. And something that we can do if we have Tinker enabled is we can disconnect that, which is fun. So, I mean, you could theoretically, actually, from here, you could theoretically jump down into that water. So there is a jump down. Oh, these buildings are just fully empty too. Like this building right here is just fully empty. See, this bugs me about some little areas. What place is this? Leap of faith from the window. Sploosh. And you're safe from that. That actually works. All right, so let's put some signs down and let's start talking about both general subathon plans as well as specifically for Extraction. Axiom for the first time ever, make a blowout map, love all the features, fast place and break. There, it's genuinely wonderful. Axiom is such a game changer. And you know what's wild is when we started building Extraction, Axiom didn't exist. Like that tool was released a few months after Extraction Season 1. It just perspective. It's ridiculous. We'll leave this here unguarded because this does need to exist for gameplay more than anything, right? Extraction was created without Axiom. Correct. Correct it was, because it did not exist yet. So we'll pop through here and back up into here. Okay. MS Paint. I know, it's so good. Okay, so Extraction, Subathon, World, Upgrade, Land. World number 1, the farm. We can use dried grass. Right? We have this. We have tall, dry grass, which we can just use now. We also, there's pale moss, which this didn't exist at all either. But look. Oh, this is, yeah, we could use dried grass just for some visual uniqueness in the area, because we could just put this on dirt. Right? It's so perfect. Boop. So farm is one of the favorite extraction points. It's a lot of fun. Wanna see me? Yeah, this got on the playlist after it was used in a SBK song. More stone variation. You could use the buttons for, yes, we can. Another thing that we can do. There needs to be a pale garden area. I think up here would probably be good for it. Like somewhere in like this space would probably be so good, because you don't get to break blocks in Extraction. So creakings become so much more dangerous. They are an unkillable mob because you can't break blocks. Right? Which, ooh, could be fun. Right? North. Yeah, this whole part of the map right here is super barren and is probably the area that's going to get the most upgraded to it. That's where we put the clump. I love that idea. So in here, so in the pale garden area, we're also going to make here, I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna put this on the second line. So woods, clump factory. That could be fun. So the farm using dried grass. This is called Extraction. This is my Extraction game. So if you've ever played a game like Arc Raiders or Tarkov or anything else like that, I've made that in Minecraft. It's a thing that exists, and you can play it right now, but you can play the V1 version, and we are in the process of basically giving this thing its cataclysm event, where we're going to redo a lot of things and make it so much better. And I know that will, some people will agree with, and some people will hard disagree with the statement of a cataclysm event making things better. But you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. If you fall on a specific side of that debate, bear with me. I have a plan. Trust me. It's getting a facelift. Oh yeah. Hey, Dean, perfect timing. Deep Dark. Wardens. I think something that could be very fun. Specifically, I'm going to make a waypoint here real quick. I'm going to make a waypoint right here. And I'm going to call it office. And this is where I'm going to operate out of for my office for the Extraction CMP, which will be fun. These spots right here, I think something that could be fun. I want to touch this for a second, and I want to work on this. So, how much further down can I go? Ooh, pretty far. Okay, the world is pretty empty. Let's just go to here. We'll do this. Delete from here to here. Delete. Perfect. Boop. We will grab from here. I need this block to here to here. One. We'll just do that. So we'll need to replacement block real quick. We'll fix these. I want to show off what I want these to look like. Copper might not be the right thing to include here anymore, but I'm just going to use it because it's just easier. Actually, right around here is where this should change into this. That should go like that, and then I need these skull vein blocks. Be like boop, 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 like that. That feels good, right? And then black concrete right here because. So what could be fun? And something that I want to do. Copper, we are a trial chamber area of some kind could be fun as well. But something that I want to do, deep slate. Why do we convert this? Let's convert these. Oh, oop, wrong thing. Oops, oops. Slab. Yay, I did it. Just did this. That's actually, I kind of like this. Replace near 5 copper or oxidize. I need to do oxidize. Oxidize copper with deep slate tiles. Yeah, that's a good vibe. Okay, we'll swap these out. Right. So, yes. So the idea is when you drop into here, all right, we're going to have to do some compressing of some kind, which could be fun, which will be interesting. But when you drop into that chute, probably just like here. Where are we? What Y level are we at? We're at -13. So we can go a lot deeper, right? -50, -40. Place, structure, ancient city. So imagine, right? I don't think I've seen any of your messages. I've seen a few. Sorry, I was working my way through something. What's up? Ward named Terry. That would be a very nice callback to the work that we were doing on Daikia that didn't work. Right? I forget that it's raised up. Yeah. So imagine my thought, right? We put this inside of a big cave. We make a big cave here. But all of the points up here. So if you drop down this, right? You wouldn't drop down to right here. This is way too far. It's just way too much distance to cover. But if we compress that distance a little bit, right? Where there's like a little noodle cave that goes off of the ancient city that goes to about here, right? To let's say here. Set block. Frog light. Let's just do a frog light right here. So that portal up there, I'm gonna turn off infinite reach. That portal up there When you drop into it, will teleport you to here. Hale Garden also had a 65 stream streak. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Well, thank you for the 65 stream streak, but we can get to the Pale Garden. We'll get there. So you drop down that shaft. It teleports you to a corresponding spawn point down here in the area, right? You go through a little noodle tunnel and you get out to a big expansive area with an ancient city. We're not going to just place an ancient city. We're not going to just use a vanilla one. We'll make our own, right? Give night vision infinite. We'll make our own. We don't need to just place an ancient city, right? There are no Alterans here. No, they're not. Nothing can help you now. But we make our own ancient city. We use some of the existing structures, but we customize it. We build it out and we do our own thing, right? And then you come around here, and this is a place where there's a lot of extra loot. There's a couple wardens walking around. There's active shriekers that could summon more wardens. If you kill a warden, it'll drop its heart, which is really valuable, but that's going to be risky to do, but not impossible given the weapons that we have in extraction. So doable. It's entirely possible. So you get that, and then you have to go back out of the caves, and then you step into like a little potion cloud or something like this here. And then that will, boom, shoot you up here, give you slow falling, and it like cannons you out of this place. It rockets you up and out of here, kind of like a launch pad. Right? The sky launch pads, where then you'll be up here and you'll have slow fall, so you have a little bit of time to move. And then you'll drop and you'll be immune to fall damage once. We already have the mechanics for that. That could be fun. So that would be team-based. But then, at any point in time, you're down in that ancient city. If somebody decides to betray in the middle of that, right? Imagine somebody tries to betray in the middle of that and will kill another player and has to get everybody's loot. You're dodging the other people that you just were fighting and the warden and everything else. It's gonna be so good. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Fast travel system, risky but quick. Yes, it would. And you caught the other half of it. Because since the travel distance would be a lot shorter, getting from, say, here at this gateway to here at this gateway would take you half the blocks of distance, but you have to go through an ancient city to go there. So that's another option that it does just open up, because now there's another way to traverse the map, and it's risk reward. Right? So it basically adds the nether effectively to extraction, because you get the idea of traveling through a more dangerous space, but having your travel time halved. And time in the game is such a valuable resource. So it's so important. Yeah, thank you for the gifted sub. Would be very fun. Would there be a river Styx type underground river in it? There will be now. Ooh, wait, you can do biome specific water. We can make the water in the deep dark green. You can do biome specific water. We can make the water in the deep dark be like a poisonous green looking color. Write that down. Write that down. Write that. Wait, go to the office. Go to the office. Also, what's my Y coordinate? 57. Let's edit this. Let's edit this to be at 58. So that way, when I teleport to waypoint, I teleport to right here. Deep dark. Oh shoot! Not what I wanted. Oh shoot! Not what I wanted. Again. Boop. Deep dark area, ward here. I'm going to move this sign over here, and I'm going to remove the number from it. So we're just going to keep track. Deep dark area, wardens. Green toxic river. Fast travel. Basically serves as a fast travel area, which is very fun. We'll put this over here, and we're gonna get rid of Pale Garden. Or we're gonna get rid of the number, right? So we can break this, and we can go here, farm. So the Pale Garden Woods Clump Factory, we have a deep dark area. Poison water, deep dark, we can make it give the poison effect. I could check for which biome that you're in when you go in the water and give it freezing ticks in other biomes and poison stacks in a deep dark biome. That could be so much fun. Right? Dried grass? Dried. Dired. The grass is dire. Okay? It's very dire. It's very dangerous. Dangerous grass. A swamp area would go hard. Right? A swamp area. This would be able to bring in bogged. We could use more witches. A witch village? Maybe? That could be fun. And that could probably... What we could do is we could have this break. Smamp? Swamp. Swamp. Jeez. This is why I don't type on stream. Right? Imagine this is like a swampy kind of area. The only question is that a swamp too close to a farm then? Right? Or do we move the swamp to be like more here? So the water from here drains out. This becomes like a very swampy kind of area because it's being fed by multiple spaces. Or we could do the swamp over here. This might be better because I think over here is too close to... Like, this side of the map is already pretty dense as far as stuff being available. I think here, this being a more swampy area could make more sense. We got so many bogs around our farms here, it would make the farm more protective. The second area is a better choice on the left. So over here, maybe? Left sounds good for swampy. I'm going to just teleport here right now. And I'm going to do this. TP to tilde, 200, tilde. H-sill, purple, concrete, 200. How big of a circle does that make? That makes a pretty big circle. We did this before. Four, five, six, seven. We did this before, and it was always a very silly way to do it. But this is how, when we're planning for extraction, we've marked off areas. We've circled off kind of areas of this is where stuff will go. Because there's no way to add annotations onto the map directly, but this could work. It brings life around this part of the world. I think it could. Great waypoint. Swamp. I'm gonna just do S question mark. We can make this like a dark purple, so we can make a swampy kind of area over here. Somebody else was saying skyblock, so worth noting. There is already some sky islands right here, but I think we can flesh this out a lot more. We made this whole space here before SBK and before I was on SBK. I know Beck worked a lot on this space to make this space feel really, really nice. So I think we can add a lot more. There's also a cheeky little parkour sieve reference right here, which is very fun. A very specific and nondescript chest. I wonder what could be in there. Right now, the only way up here is to have a turtle helmet and climb the water or use a sky launch pad. So, the Skylands scare you? Well, they should, because this island spawns breezes, which is fun. Yeah, there's breeze spawners just over here. They are mean. Yes, they are. It is a mean area, but it's meant to be like an endgame area. This space here, we've done nothing with this. there's this spot here, and I am seriously contemplating fully just retrofitting this out altogether. We get rid of the nether theme for here. We save the idea of like a nether invasion for a potential world 2, right? I love Serpent's Embrace. Serpent's Embrace is a wonderful extraction point. I love what Saber has made, but it also feels very out of place given the overall map. So either we need to expand this or we need to move it. And I think either expanding or replacing it might be a better idea. I also think, and this is going to be a hot take, I think, what if this area, these woods up here, became the Pale Garden space? Or do we not want creaking around the airport? There's potential for it, I think. Lava Blackstone Giants coming up. I can claim Serpent's Embrace if you need. Well, that's the other thing. It's like, I am all for, like, if we're going to do this, we should probably expand it. But I feel like the nether area is too close to the airport. The airport's already tough. Like, there's a lot of stuff over here. It adds to the natural horror of being at an airport. So I think like this part of the map is potentially already crowded enough as it is. One thing I do know here, this is going to be a very simple thing. I just want to go TP to here, 200, 0. Each sill, yellow, concrete, 100. Right here. This needs to be... I just want this to be a birch forest. Right? I just think it would be fun is if instead of this being all the same arboreal trees and everything else and the same like spruce trees here, this should be a birch flowers. Like a birch and flower field right here. Because this area down here is probably one of the sections I am most happy with, despite it being pretty empty. I think a couple more trees, a little bit more ruins, but I like this area being empty and full of flowers and fields. I love the rings. I love the aesthetic of this section of the map. I think it would just be cool to add a little bit more as far as a couple occasional structures, a little bit more on the ruin space. But I think specifically replacing this out with birch trees, I think would be cool. True Nether down is a peak idea. Well, we're already doing Deep Dark. We could go even further. Or if we do a World 2, right? Warthog build. Yeah, if we could put a Warthog somewhere, you get the reference, Curio. You know what this place is meant to look like. If we do a second world, right? Because this is the dead zone, but it's not the only map we only ever want in Extraction. The idea I've always had is for a second world, do a desert themed map. So like desert and mesa themed, and have it be instead of being in water, is water makes you cold. You're just you need to be drinking water and staying hydrated in the desert themed arena. Or so it inverts your survival needs. Right? In the kit that you would take into the dead zone, you take into the dead zone to fight the cold. The kit you would take into a desert arena would be a different set of gear to fight the heat. And I think moving the nether to that map, to a second world, makes a little bit more sense. So I think that there's possibilities of kind of having different biomes, and especially with the way that we can make loot locational now, the base loot table for each of those worlds could be completely separate anyway. The actual cold area. Well, the other thought is making a straight up cold map, like a frozen glacier kind of map. So that's another idea, and that's something else that we'd want to do. But then again, like, it's taken us 2 years to get this world to the point where I'm happy with it and I want to keep expanding on it. And I still want to make this map way better. So, a more accessible, snowy area with powdered pitfalls. Ooh. That could be fun. Yeah. So I think this part of the map right here just needs to become like more birch coated. I think right here, this factory definitely needs a redo. But that can, like, this is obvious. This is just going through and making this space more interesting and adding a little bit more to it. Like, this feels obvious. But something that could be fun is if we add another, like, little factory building right here behind this building. But this is a place where you can get bricks. Like there's another, we add a little bit more as far as the overall factory buildings in the industrial area. But over here, you get a higher chance of rolling for bricks or other things along those lines. I think that would be good to have more regions. Joe, thank you for the raid.
Just raided the stream.
How you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you. What you up to today? Curio Industrial Supply can purchase and renovate it into a construction vehicle. Dump truck has to come from somewhere. We still have the dump truck here, which is fun. But yeah, there's the shipwreck, which we could work on as well. And there's a lot of space here. These spaces here, this, I want to do so much more to make these areas over here feel weird. So I want to add more, and yes, the Destiny players here, you're probably seeing this and going, the Pale Heart. You're right. It's kind of an entirely interesting vibe. So we can't break blocks. How are we supposed to make farms to live by? What do you mean? The obelisks are so ominous in the best way. Yes, these are obelisks. These are slightly higher tech versions of obelisks for multiple different reasons. But I want to add more, more slope jankiness, more areas up here that are filled out, more falling into the void potential. I want to add more stuff to this area. So this is going to be probably my first area of just making like this whole space down here feel just weird. All right? Just weird. That's weird. I want this whole space to feel weird down here. So that could be fun. But yeah, a swampy area over here. Birch flowers. Where do we put the Pale Garden? Do we do it over here? Because there is already on the other side of the wall, right? And this has purely been visual. You can't really get over there because it's outside of the play space. But do we just expand on the idea of, with all these dead trees over here, that this is where the Pale Garden extends to? Do we do the Pale Garden down in this corner? It would feel kind of isolated, but I don't know what we could do. It could be a good corner for it. It would be very much you go there, right? Having it in the very, very corner means it's a thing that you have to go get stuff from. Biome a different, yes. So we already have that. So what's funny is if you're over here, this is already technically a basalt delta biome. So you get the radiation sound effects and all the other like clicks and everything else. And if you play in specific shaders, it gets really dark right here, which is fun. And this over here, you can see it in the grass, where the grass is a little more palish, like green. 100%. This is also basalt delta over here. And then this part of the city right here is also technically basalt delta. So you can get ghasts and magma cubes and stuff spawning in these kind of like corrupted spaces already, which is very fun.
Nuke!
Buddy, how you doing?
Thank you for the support.
Welcome in, Raiders. How you doing? Having fun? Hope you're having a good one. We're doing some game design today, which is quite fun. I am working on my pet project in Minecraft called Extraction. which is a game kind of similar to Ark Raiders or Escape from Tarkov or Marathon or Arena Zero, any game like that you've ever seen. I made that in Minecraft. You can play it right now on like.gg, but I'm working with a few friends of mine to make it so much better. And I would love for y'all to come check it out. Do we have any nuclear reactors in extraction? No, but we could add one. Drive safe, Nuke. Thank you very much for popping in. Thank you for trusting chat with me. I appreciate it. I'll keep an eye on them. Don't worry. It will be good. Will mostly be good. I won't say will be good. But yeah, what if you hide one in a vault? Ooh. To the positive curse. Oh, have fun. Yeah. A nuclear reactor, yeah. But yeah, I want to do more to make this area weird for the same reason, right? This is not exactly an obelisk. I don't think we've ever talked about what this is. That's a whole separate problem. Good call? I'm not sure. But so we have this space as well. So do we do Pale Garden here? Do we just make this whole space, this whole section of the map Pale Garden? Because we're doing a swamp up here. We need to do something up in this part of the map though as well. That's the thing. Like this down here already has this little town and this little corruption structure here. Nuclear reactor waste is a reason for the toxic river sticks in the deep dark. Ooh, could be fun. We got some ideas. So I'm tempted. We could also do like Pale Garden up in this corner. Because I want this corner to have more. Because right now, this is all just like void. There's not a lot up here. There are these satellites up here. It's hardcore. Do you respawn? It's one life. Like if you die, you just start a new run. You lose the kit that you have and you start a new run with another kit. Area that's more radiation style like Chernobyl and abandoned town, radiated rivers and others. So there is this town right here. This town is all in the Basalt Delta area. So there's this kind of like ruined town right here where you get all the creepy basalt biome stuff. I think we just need to expand this town out. This area needs a couple more buildings. Right now it's only like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6.5 structures. I think we just need to add more to this area. A big star telescope. I think up here would make for a good Pale Garden vibe area. It's a gas station village. It kind of is, right? I think up here would make for a good Pale Garden space. Like this corner. It would be like swamp leading into Pale Garden. So we are kind of putting a couple different biomes right next to each other. But I think that actually kind of works. Right? I think that might actually kind of work. What do y'all think? I am all for ideas of where to put certain things. But having it so like this research station is now in the middle of a Pale Garden space. The only thing is this will probably have to move. This tower will probably have to move. Unless this tower is kind of like the only thing holding back a certain level of corruption, which could be interesting. But if it goes like right here, it could intersect with the swamp a little bit, and it could kind of like cut out to here. That's an Alteran obelisk, which is fun. It always was an oasis to you. I think if we do, that might work. Pale Garden, kind of like a Grim Fairy Tale Forest, spooky vibes. Yes, so we designed a bunch of assets of like Weeping Willows and more of the Willow style, like not to just say it outright, but to say it outright. Taking a lot of inspiration from Pale Oak Kingdom this season and the really cool trees that they've done, where it's either like very scraggly and like angular or larger drapey willow kind of trees. I think either one of those or those in combination would look really good for the overall vibe of a Pale Oak forest, which could be fun. So I think we do that, right? Because then we could have some non-pale oak kind of weepy willow kind of trees in this area, and then all the swampy kind of trees. And then that gives this whole upper corner 2 new biomes to go explore. Feywild friend loved the book, but hated having a specific root of a tree that the creaking heart was in. That sounds rough. What if we go to like right here? I'm gonna go right here. TP tilde 200 tilde. H-sill, white concretes. That is pretty big, but I think it gets the point across. 49, 48, 47, 46, and 45. So if we do that, then yeah, this research station is now kind of researching the Pale Garden, which could give us some more things to work about here. And I think, I still don't know how to make shapes like that. Firstly, well, hello, Cass, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. We need to get Craig and Terry to meet somehow. Testers find a bug that DP tilde 200 tilde. H-sill, white concretes, 150. Just to let's do 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then this is like our Pale Garden area, roughly. Right? And I'm gonna boop, create waypoints, Pale Garden. We'll make this in white. So this is a birch forest. I'm gonna make this like a bright yellow just so the colors work. This could be a swamp. This is our Pale Garden biome. What else do we change as far as like our big biomes? Make Craig and Terry kiss. That's for the fan artists to do. All right? Teleport to waypoint. All right, so swamp, bogs, we can have a witch village, deep dark, Pale Gardens, woods, clump factory, and now this actually reason for radio telescopes. Actually, because this is fun, because I think something that could work is you could write a story about why these were built in the Pale Garden, and that could be there is so little life here that there was so little ambient sound that these structures were more effective because they were in a quieter part of the world because everything was dead. That gives us something to work with. That could be fun. I mean, spawning up here is going to be brutal. But that... Now these kind of have a in-world world building reason to exist. So that could be fun. That could be fun. So yeah, the radio telescopes now have a reason. So swamp biome that we're messing up with. What else could we do? We could do some more silos and stuff in this space as well, which could be fun. But they could only be used during the day. How precisely calibrated they are, maybe. Possibly, if we could wire up some redstone that there are doors into that space that are only open during the day. And then the door, like the structure goes into physical lockdown. That there's good loot in there. But if you go in, you can get stuck if you go in the light, if you go in the darkness. So you're going to burn a lot of time of your extraction run. So you actually have to time it based off of the world time to be able to go and access certain areas or not access certain areas. Oh, that would be good. I'm just thinking of the movie The Gorge. I'm thinking of that movie right now as I'm trying to think of those satellite towers, right? That's what's in my head is the people working on the Gorge, on like Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller working on the other side of the Gorge. I think that could be fun. Why should you sub to me? I don't know. You like fun? Don't say outsiders. You're going to trigger like half of the people. Unearthing the ruined outline of a castle. We have a couple archaeology sites. There's one right here, which doesn't have a lot in it at the moment. But there is one right here, which was purely decorative. It was non-functional, but this can be functional. The maze, the maze, the maze, the maze, the maze. Physical lockdown and quiet location lore could be connected with creaking activity going up at night completely. You know what also could be fun? We put an extraction point in there that you can realistically only get to during the daytime. So it adds a little bit more dynamic activity of which extraction points are valid at which points in time. And I think that that's fun. I think that could be very fun. That your extraction points are going to change depending on the time of the day in the world. So then we need the opposite, right? We need the opposite then. We need something that would only be accessible at night. Where could we add something that would only be accessible at nighttime? Where the doors would only open at night? I don't have a good idea of something like that right now. A club? Seed vault? The Batcave. Something on the coast? A military base? Maybe. We could do something here. There is this space. There is the vault, which hasn't really had anything. Like, this needs some work. What is this world? What are we playing? So, I've made a game in Minecraft that is basically, if you played Ark Raiders or Tarkov or Marathon or any game like that, I made that in Minecraft. I made it about 2 years ago. It's called Extraction because call it very simple. It's a Minecraft game. But we are working on redoing and rebuilding the map and adding a lot more to it, which could be fun. Vampire home base. You know what? I need to add, what could be fun? You know what could be very fun? I need to ask permission if I can do this, but what if I just put Oakhurst right here? What if I just plop Oakhurst right here? I need to ask permission. I need to see if they'll let me do it. Here, hold on a second. I'm gonna message them. I'm gonna message them. Okay, now I get the circus music. Now I get the circus music. Now I get the circus music. Hey, quick question. Actually, here I'll put that in my one-on-one question, in my one-on-one thing for here. Can I add an Oakhurst shout out call back to the extraction world? The final-ish town build onto the map with some callback items like a stake or okay, I've asked. We'll see. Maybe I'll get permission. But I'm just gonna put a waypoint here. Waypoint, create waypoint. Oakhurst? Question mark? That is such a silly idea, but it would be very funny. Special wooden sword renamed Stake with an enchantment on it. No, so we have custom items. We have custom items in this game. So you don't have to worry about just renaming stuff. Let me actually show you. Because I've been making a few. Make an extraction point, Doc's Grave. That's the one that could open at night. That's the one that could open at night. That could be the one that opens at night. At night, the blocks pull down and there's just a little staircase into a little underground crypt. And then you just extract in the little underground crypt. That's cruel. Yes. That's cruel. Yes. Welcome to a Lagundo stream. Here, boop. E cards. So I have been working on some custom items. I've actually been learning pixel art to try to be able to make some of this stuff myself, which has been fun. It's taken a lot of work, but I'm at the point where I think I'm getting kind of good at it, right? A Cleo chest and it's all just bricks, possibly. We might need to make a brick duo trophy reference. That could be fun. But I have started making pixel art. So, blueprints. So this is a blueprint. Like the idea is that you'll use this and you'll find this out in the world. And when you find this, you'll take it back to Turing. And using that, you'll be able to get recipes for higher tier loot. So a lot of the higher tier crafting recipes now are going to require you to find a blueprint for it first. Just to make it interesting, right? A spot that lots of drops bricks and sunflowers. That could be fun. But we have a blueprint item. I've made like a documents item just to be like a random lore item that you could go and find somewhere. And you'll use these to unlock a lot of stuff in the lore master for lore books and stuff like that. I've also just made like a simple gold key. I made a little kind of dirty looking copper key. I have the idea of metal plates, which you'll use to just recycle down, and you'll recycle down the plates to get functional iron that you can actually use in crafting, but you need to use the metal. You need to use the recyclers, which are in the dead zone. You can't recycle in the world. So the idea is you can break it down, just like Arc Raiders. Yes, I made my game 2 years ago, my friend, but yeah, I'm going to copy what's been working out of Arc Raiders. It's just, that game is going gangbusters. Microchip could be fun, like a microchip just that you could hold. And then I'm like, okay, well, if I'm making a microchip item, how do you get it? And I'm like, well, what if you could find graphics cards and we can make some sort of joke about how crypto ruined everything. And then you could have to recycle the graphics cards and it'll get you bits of copper and microchips because it could be fun. So there's an idea. And then for funsies, I started making key cards. So I made like a blue key card, then a green key card, then a red one. Like just so that way we could potentially use these as items to be able to access areas. So you could find an item in Research Station 1. So the idea is basically like you find an item in this research station, and then in this research station there's an item that opens a door in this research station, and then inside here is where you get, or where you have a chance to roll for like another key item or something like that. So the ideas of there being stuff that will send you from point to point to point to point to point around the map. SCP Foundation, a little bit. A Doke Tech card / pipe bomb. That could be fun. A rainbow key card. I am all for making a pride key card. Why not? Broken pottery shard renamed Doc's mental stability. Oh, that's very funny. That's very funny. How do you feel about me animating random things around the world with command blocks and structure blocks? Yeah, sure. Why not? Pride card. Woo! We're about to make it happen. But yeah, this, I think, let's just go here and say here, 200 here. Oh, let me not fly. HSIL, red, concrete, 175. And I'm just gonna 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And I'm just gonna teleport down to here. Nope. Nope. No. Didn't mean to do that. Oh. Not disabled. Delete. 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 Here. Teleport. Waypoints. Here. Creates. Industrial. We have to expand this out. It's not surprising, but yeah, unlock your gayness. That's very funny. Love the BTS of game development. That's the fun of it, right? My idea and my hope is that in making this game and making as much of it on stream as I can, you all can see kind of the process of idea to implementation to then being able to play it. And I hope that that will both make people care about the game at the end of the process and be wanting to play the game, as well as being inspired to go out and make their own stuff. Because why not? Right? We could, so there are things that we can make, like trophies, which is very fun. Right? So we can make trophies where you have to collect like your Yuri pass and your Yaoi pass, and we can make the vampire trophy. And maybe like a wooden stake. So yeah, so there are right now in the existing version of the game, there's only like 6 trophies, but we could add a lot more. There's nothing stopping us. It's just been a matter of configuring a lot of other things. Howling? Why not? I'll lead into it. We've been having fun. So Oakhurst right there could be very silly. Okay, we've done a lot on this side of the map. What can we do over here? These ruins need to get upgraded. I just keep on wandering along. Right? I think this part of the map needs to be upgraded. These ruins right here. Like this whole part of the map right here, I think we can make this better. Teleport here, and puppies on the couch now. Great waypoint, ruins, dark aqua, and we just make this. We make these ruins a lot more interesting. I think that could be fun. A little bit more overgrown. Also, just more of it. Maybe some more roads or other things like that. Are these commands world edit? Yes, I use a combination of world edit and Axiom. I like both for different reasons. I know Axiom is objectively better, and I want to learn more of it, but like making a circle without having to go into here, go into not rock tool, where is it? Shape, solid, flat, disc, this, hollow, and then having to do like this and then click and then move it up and then expand it at like it only goes up to 64, which is slightly annoying. So it doesn't work on marking out large areas. Using both is good. It's another one of the situations of holy crap, 2 cakes, right? Like, why not? Stone statue. We do have this, which we do want to move. This was a fan submitted build. Noodle Alfonso. Good boy, bestest boy. Somebody submitted this as a build that they wanted to get added to the world, and of course I added it, which will be fun. But we have to do more stuff like this and move more things around. So much simpler for simple shapes and Axiom, better for copy pasting moving. Yeah. But we can expand out on the ruins. This needs more here, but I don't know what to do with it. All right. I think this could go for like, I don't know. We could add a lot more to this part of the map, but I don't know what to do here. This is kind of all over the place. I want to fix this bridge. I think this bridge should get fixed. I think it's more interesting if you can cross the river with the bridge. And the idea would basically be you can cross the river on the bridge, but then the risk is interacting with multiple players. Right? So I think the way here is you get an easy way across, but you run the risk of running into other players or being canceled on YouTube. So it's very risk reward. Anybody get that reference? Anybody get that reference? Am I just showing my age there a little bit? Maybe. Legs, yes. Not saying it was invalid. Saying it was 100,000% justified. Okay. Old Gundo. Yes. Gundo, yes. Some of you have not been around long enough to know what I'm talking about there. Anyway, we should fix the bridge. Teleport. Okay, so I'm just going to go TP here, 200 here. Set block. Do to white concrete. And I'm just going to be lazy. I'm just going to do it this way. Boop, boop. Outset H50. Spans 50. Walls. White concrete. How'd I do? I perfectly circled that. Look at that. Oh, perfect. Perfect. 1. There we go. Look at that. Just perfectly done. Boop. I did perfectly rectangle it. You are correct. Create waypoint, fix. But I think this being a functional bridge makes more sense. But I also think like making this river a little bit more visually interesting, because right now it's just kind of like big flat ground. So going through and adding a little more texture and stuff like that. But yeah, this is Through the Void 2. This is Through the Void for Skyblock Kingdom Season 2, which is fun. There's this space. So there's the farm here as well, obviously, where we have a lot of like illegal grass. I want to just test something. Replace near 40 short grass with tall dry grass and dry grass. Is it short dried grass? It is. Oh, that's immediately better. That's objectively so much better. Look at that. That visually just immediately perfect. Boop, boop, boop. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna go bigger. Oh, I can't go too big because then I'll start pulling grass from outside of the area. Oh, that's just so much better already. Just a little bit of that. Look at that. That is already super nice. I like it. And that's just running around and just using some newer blocks, because why not? Cattle area to the farm? Potentially. There is this spot. What does this spawn? Skeleton spawners. There's a skeleton spawner in there. We have tractors. There is one, I think, around. Yeah, there is one right here. It's not super detailed, but there's a little tractor right here, which is fun. Skeleton cows. Something to go in the river. Yellowy base block, yeah. Hate the barn, but the rest of the farm I love. That barn is dangerous. But yeah, the rest of the farm is quite fun to be able to access. This was the fun fact. This was the first place that somebody triggered a raid. Which is very fun. People had gotten golden apples and weakness potions from the loot chests. And there's a zombie villager spawner. I think here? No. But there is a zombie villager spawner somewhere in this general area. I forget exactly where it is. And people cured a zombie villager, and then killed a pillager captain, or I think we had ominous bottles at the time. No, they killed a pillager captain to get the ominous potion effect to be able to trigger a vanilla Minecraft raid in the middle of extraction. And that led to 2 things being added. One, was it bottles? It was bottles? Okay. One, it led to me adding mechanics for gamified raids to be able to happen at specific points. Fun fact, there's no real easy way in code to be able to fake a village, which is really interesting. Like there is very little mechanical way to programmatically fake what Minecraft considers a village to be able to trigger a raid. Because fun fact, that raid, the check is on the client side. It's not on the server. The server validates that a raid should start, but the check to start a raid happens on the client. So I just buried a villager underneath all of these platforms. Hello. So there is an invulnerable, silent villager with a working platform underneath all of these reinforced deep slate. They cannot be killed by... they can't be killed by Vex or anything else. They're just there. So there's a no AI, silent, invulnerable villager underneath all of this. So they just live in that section. So that way, if you were to get Bad Omen, it would trigger a raid right here because this is legally considered a village. So then all the pillagers spawn. And then I made it so that when you cure a zombie villager, it spawns a Vindicator called a Raid Enforcement Officer that will attempt to hunt you down and kill you. So any of the new players for Extraction, if you want a fun little Easter egg, try to cure a zombie villager. There's a very fun mechanical Easter egg of spawning a Raid Enforcement Officer in the game, which is very fun. I know what I'm doing tonight. Congrats on the 10 stream streak, Dance, and 20 from Rogue. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's fun. And that's how we added these towers with the Vex spawner right there. And there's 3 chests. So right now, these chests really don't do anything. They're just more chests. But I'm going to make it so that the chests inside these towers specifically rolls for pillager loot to get you some more items, because I think that could be fun. Didn't know what to do with it. Weakness potions are also just good for PvP. Weakness potions are good for player versus player in Extraction, but yes, if you wanted to do that, if you do a raid, you will get a totem. You can get a totem. It doesn't protect you. It's mainly just a treasure item. But yeah, it's mainly just a treasure item, but it does exist and it is available. Yeah, I think we can do. There's some fun stuff we can do with this. I like the dried grass in this area. I think that that's fun. Up here needs something, but I don't know what. You know what could be fun? Putting something here under the water. I don't know what, but I love the idea of we shove something underneath the water in here, right? That could be very fun. Shooting Star, keep an eye on the leg.gg discords in the next like 2 days. Spoilers. Sunken ship. I think we could. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. EP to tilde 200 tilde. HSIL lights blue concrete 175. What are we looking like? Yeah, this works. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 170. The yellow submarine. I just think some underwater items could be fun because you could really only get to it by underwater stuff. You could then only really get down here by having a turtle helmet. I think something like that I think something like this could be a lot of fun because then you could only really explore the lake area by having a turtle helmet. So you'd be able to get a little bit more that would be based off of your kit, unlocking different areas of the map that you could play in one way or another. I just play hide and seek in the lobby and do RO time trials. I'm too much of a coward. Honestly, a majority of the game is played in a PvE sense, and you can run around and avoid a lot of it. But yeah, I love adding to this game and making a game that is, there's a lot to do and a lot to explore, which could be a lot of fun. Fishing shack in the lake could be a nice touch. A fishing shack up here could be a nice touch. Just that's kind of like isolated behind the airport. The only weirdness here is that the airport's right here and then there's just a lake right here with no explanation as to why. And there is also this ruined church right here, this ruined church platform with a decimobelisk obviously right here behind it. But this is one reason to get up into this corner when you don't have a turtle helmet. But I do think adding some stuff into the lake itself could be fun. That could be fun. Some flooded ruins would be nice, and just some underwater stuff of different kinds I think could be very entertaining. Marine reptile fossil underwater. Why not have a fossil in the swamp? We do already have this that somebody built, which is fun. This is a Leviathan skeleton. There's an extraction point around here too. But somebody built this Leviathan skeleton, which I just love, which is very cool. And then somebody had the idea of putting a sword inside this stone just for funsies, which is entertaining. This is from when I pasted it in. But yeah, so some more like mega skeletons around could be very cool. Fun little Excalibur. Yeah, why not? Actually, hold on. We can now change this to be... No, that doesn't look as good. That doesn't look as good. I thought it would. I was wrong. There you go. Put that back. Nah, yeah, end route is better. Bunch of skeletons would be fun. There is some dead zones, which is fun. But yeah, I think some wither skeletons spawning in this biome could be fun. And adding like, oh, what if we just put parts of a nether fortress, but they're all janky and chopped up and everything else around here. So you're running around and you have like floating parts of a nether fortress in the sky above you or like smushed into the ground. So there's some bridges and there'd be a blaze spawner. So you'd be able to get blaze rods for that, which could be fun. Ooh, nether invasion could be back. Yeah. I don't want it to be explicitly nether. That's the thing, right? Like, because... Wait, no, we said the nether makes more sense for the desert map. Fun and scary seem to align. It's a bit of both, right? Ship coming out of the water like the Flying Dutchman. There is this also here, which is fun. I don't know how many people go here, but this cargo ship is inside the bounds of the map. You can really only get to it if you have a turtle helmet, but there's a bunch of loot chests and stuff in here. And there is an extraction point on this as well. I don't know how many people come here. Maybe making some more reason to come out and explore this part of the map. But there's a lot of chests here, and there's an extraction point right here, which is fun. Ender pearls too. Oh yeah, because you could pearl to the boat, to the dinghy, and then I guess pearl inside. So you could just make it. Lagundo Media Group. It's the actual like quote unquote company name, and I thought it would be funny to have that on the back of on the side of a ship. Very boring answer. But yeah, making this pillager camp more pillagery could be cool. Like expanding out on this pillager camp right here could be cool. Boop. I'm gonna go up to here. Each sill, brown, concrete, 150. How big is that? Oh, that's pretty good size. 49, 8, 7, 6, 45. LMG like the gun. Kind of, I guess. Pillager camp. Like, just make this a better pillager camp. Could be fun. What does it look like from the outside? Very janky. World edit detected. World painter and world edit detected. It's not great. Broken, very broken. I wonder how those got made. Yeah, valid. Yeah, this center is cool too. Like, the city's gonna probably get retrofitted to some degree as well. I know Jay has said specifically that he wants to go through and just spruce up the city overall, which could be fun. Okay, so let's add what we've written down here. Underwater area. Ruins, shipwreck. Not shipwreck. Shipwreck. What else? Lots of drowned there could actually be fun. That's how actually we can incorporate the zombie nautilus as a new enemy type in that area. That could be fun. Yeah, we could do some cool stuff with that. How many people are working on this? About a dozen. About a dozen creator friends of mine plus the Leg.gg team. And I want to, keep an eye out on Discord. The team is expanding as far as continuing to make the games better. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. So the underwater area, pillager camp. Make camps more interesting. I'm just going to put Oakhurst ? Question mark on one side because that's just funny. We'll move this swamp over. Transform pillar output looks amazing. Could be great for inspo. Ooh, nice. I also think, and something that's fun is taking a look at a lot of modded structures for inspiration as well. Obviously giving credit, right? But looking at the things that people have built to support modded gameplay. So there's like Village and Pillage and a few other things like that. I'm also I'm a patron supporter of a few different builders, people who put out like build assets every so often. And we've incorporated a few of those into a few of the worlds, which could be fun. So there is that. What else could we add? I'm checking a quick message. Trixie, yeah, as well. Yeah. Legs, you should wait. Add phantoms to the Pale Garden. No. Phantoms are off in extraction because you can't sleep. So or else they'd be spawning naturally all everywhere, and that kind of doesn't work, unfortunately. It kind of ruins a lot of things. What else I mean, this is already a lot. I mean, a lot as far as what we'd be adding. I think just it's worth saying we're generally gonna upgrade everything, right? The airport's gonna get some sprucing up. The city's gonna get some sprucing up. The farm's gonna get some additional details. I think down here we can play around with the nether stuff. We're adding a whole new section of the map with Deep Dark, which could be fun. Some kind of military base. I think that might actually work well here next to the vault. This space of the map has needed something. You don't want everything to have something on it, right? Because to some degree, traveling around the world is important. Because the travel time and playing with that in comparison to the time that you have on the clock is important. I think dead space is necessary, or else it's going to get overwhelming. right? You can't just have it be constantly something is going on. I think some empty areas of the map make sense. So there needs to be a bit of a gap between certain points. Like this space right here, in my mind, is a perfect pause. It's a perfect gap between the industrial section over here and the city over here. I think this area serves a really good purpose between separating two kind of combat play spaces. That doesn't mean we can't upgrade it cosmetically, and I think switching this little bit of forest right here to be birch could make sense. I think that's great. So I don't think we need to do too much down here in adding a military base. We could add a little bit more right here in this area. So to combine the dry dock and the vault and make this whole space feel like a little bit more cohesive. So we could theoretically do something here, just to make these two POIs feel a little bit more connected. TP to here, 200 here. HSIL, green. All right, here, let's do lime. Concrete. Doesn't need to be big. Like just a little bit right here. Oh. Could help connect these spaces. 49, 8, 7, 6, 5. A quick little military checkpoint. Well, I also think upgrading this road. This road is kind of pathetic. So like some kind of like military presence, or like a little bit more ruins. We have ruins over here. You would think if this is a major shipping port, there would be some kind of industry along this space, and maybe this main road should be heading south here as well. So I think this road, the actual like lined road, needs to come south in this direction as well. But it can be messed up and it can have a couple buildings along it that I think could break things up kind of nicely. Hold on a second. I got to text Mrs. Gundo about something. Actual freight dock alongside the dry dock, lots of scope for fun things like cargo cranes. I think cargo cranes could go hard. I think that could work. Maybe expand out the dock area this way a little bit more and make this a little bit more of an industrial platform. We can move Curio's dump truck up here and have like a little bit more of construction area right here. And then a little bit of it could lean into like some of that cargo getting moved over here into the vault. And then the question is, what's the vault for? Right? Like Curio's dump truck. This is Curio's dump truck. What are you thinking, Shauna? This explicitly is Curio's dump truck. What are you thinking, Shauna? Oh, it could be fun. No, Extraction's on my server. You can play it. You can play it whenever. I'm innocent, I promise. Yes, sure. But I think kind of filling this spot with like industrial kind of vibes. Oh, she's already on her way. Could work. Shauna, that is his child. But yeah, I think that could work. So like a military like industry area. Underwater ruins. We'll move that over. We'll move that over. Just a regular sign. Military industry connecting docks and vaults. Just to kind of move these things along. I wonder if... Hold on. There's not really a lot of good space for it, so never mind. Military? Miliary. Oh, now I can't even put the T. There you go. This is why I don't type on stream. Find health potions before entering new area. Animal cave somewhere with the worst kind of animal possible. Seagulls? I don't know if I will make it to extraction. I wind up dying so many times I might end up getting banned. No, that's not how the game works. You can just play. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Okay, what else? What else could we potentially expand on? The farm is good. This area is a bit of a... You know what could be cool? And what might actually serve for some good storytelling. We need a mine somewhere. We need somewhere where people are mining for resources. And I don't know where to go for that. For some reason, my brain keeps going to this space. But like a strip mine, like with the digger that moves around in circles and it's like shelf mined and like a big crater, like a pit mine. Yeah, pit mining. I think here could work. We could carve into the side of the mountain a little bit. And for some reason, I like the idea of they would have dammed this off to dry out this space here to allow for mining in this part of the map. I think like a quarry kind of vibe. Like right here. I think. Maybe? Or are we cutting, or are we like stealing ideas of what like a dig site or an archaeological site would look like on the desert map? Are we doubling up there too much? Train that goes between the industrial area and the port to transport things. If it's abandoned, we can partially flood it. Oh, that's a good idea. We could partially flood the bottom of the mine. So it would be basically a ring of industry, and then we could have a flooded section in the very bottom. Partially underground, partially flooded would go hard, and I think that would be really good. An abandoned mine and an archaeology site are different enough to allow for diversity. I mean, we're going to have some repeats, right? It's unavoidable. Let's go a little smaller then, like 150 right here, because then that gives the dam and like what's over here and this platform more of a reason. Because if we can get rid of this perfectly smooth hill and replace it with like tiered structures, that would be more interesting. Small gang outpost or black market in the quarry potentially. Well, that's the other thing, like there's going to be more stuff in the world to explore, but there's going to be more things happening inside here. Edit. Quarry. There's going to be more stuff that's going to be in the world for people to take loot into for one reason or another. That could be fun. But that works, and then that leads to kind of like this like nicer archaeological site over here. And it could kind of filter here. It would kind of work. You got little bits here, and then there's the little dig site right here where they're finding valuable things in the river as a kind of side effect of the dam being there. The amount of warning signs everywhere as far as a kilometer away. That could be cool though. I think that could really work. We'd have to like cut off this specific branch of water, just so it's not a little too close, and instead have like a little water breaking off from here and then doubling back in and flooding it, which could be fun. That might require, yeah, it's going to require moving Hobbit Hovel a little bit. Or actually, this could stay right here because it's even funnier that somebody's living this close to like a massive quarry. Hello, welcome in. Dotted signs around warning. I like warning signs. I like the idea of having warning signs here. So we have a quarry over here. Now, I think the only thing we need to do is, and I'm just going to put a random circle down somewhere, right? There just needs to be something around, like there is this, which is very funny. This is TNT's shack. And this is an extraction point, and it's just a little RV and a bunch of explosives. But I think this area just needs more than anything some terrain work. I just think there needs to be like some mountains or something else. This needs to not be so flat. Right? Party Dean, thank you so very much for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Put a horse in the TNT shack. Yeah, I just think this needs, like, this doesn't need a major POI. This needs just some terrain. Right? H-Sill, lime, concrete, 300. Yeah. Oh, it's too big. 299, 298, 7, and 5. I'm just gonna teleport here. I'm gonna. This just needs terrain. Like this whole area, and I'm gonna teleport around so we can see the border of what I just placed down. I think this area just needs like some hills or some other stuff put in here. It doesn't need to go too crazy. It just needs something to break up perfectly flat ground. Because right now it is just kind of perfectly flat ground. And I think it makes more sense to have a little bit more terrain in the area just to break it up a little bit. Like we have a couple spaces like where there's hills like this that I pasted in. Just something like this to add some variety to what you're walking around in. And you can tell I pasted them in because there's the leaf of a tree that was left abandoned here. More, yeah, it just needs a little more elevation, a little bit more activity, change up the woods density and like move around some trees. But I think that's it. I don't want to overcook here. I say as there are 11 new major POI locations and retrofits and redos currently on the board as well already. So this is already a massive amount of content. This is already a objectively ridiculous amount of stuff, right? Like right here, I'm teleporting here. I want to prove my point. This, where I am standing, is far too flat and far too open for far too long. This whole space right here is just, it needs rocks. Yes, Shada. Are you adding a little tutorial for new players? Yes, we are. And not little, a pretty extensive tutorial. A voiced tutorial. I'm recording the voice lines myself of how to play the game. But I'm recording a voiced tutorial of how to explaining how to play Extraction. That when you connect for the first time, oh no, totally not a cult. I mean, check the tags. Of course we're not a cult. I'm gonna make another circle here for terrain. Like this area just needs some terrain, I think. Like this has a little bit of it. We've added a little bit, like, but also this is the same type of mountain that I pasted a couple times, and I don't think it works fully exclusively. Like it needs a little bit more to it. Absolutely not a cult. Absolutely not a cult. But I'm gonna just do this, and I'm gonna do the circle here. TP here, here. Let's just do 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is just more terrain. Great waypoint. I think that's it. I think that's all we'll need to do. Dreading Extraction because I would have no idea what to do. Yeah, Axiom Boulder Tool. Axiom Boulder Tool did not exist when we started. All right, here, let's actually go play too. Why not? Yeah, like the boulder, here's where we pasted all of the assets. They're just up here. And I had to make these in World Edit with like converting things to sand and letting it fall naturally. The Axiom did not exist, right? But I think if we can pull this off, If we can pull this off, I think like the game is already good. Knowing what I have planned for the mechanics of the game, if we can pull this off, people are actually going to really care about this game. And I think it could put it, I think this could put, I really, really hope something like this could put like .gg on the map, and then doing more other mini games, like just getting the word out about the server. We've been working on it so hard for so long, and seeing more and more people playing on it has been wonderful, right? Absolutely, absolutely wonderful. And it's now just trying to hit that point of like mass market appeal. Extraction, planning. I'm just gonna save that off because it's cool. Yeah. Here, come hunt me down, everybody. We're gonna go play a raid or two. We need the desert map. I think, yeah. I think we're gonna need to do some Serpent's Embrace stuff. Hunt the bald man. I'm also kitless because I just got killed. So let's see what kit I can scrap together. Okay, well, we have some weakness potions. Fire res is not great. I do have a blood soup. I do have resistance soup. I have a lot of coal, so I could theoretically buy something. I'm just gonna scrap together a kit. I'm not gonna overcook getting myself everything. That being said, we're going in heavy hitting. We're going in with instant damage arrows because I feel like that would be appropriately mean. I have some speedy snaps, some steaks, cobwebs would be fun. All right, what else do I have? I'm pretty light on armor, unfortunately. A healing beacon could be good. Could be fun. I could also just go in and we could start a raid somewhere. Y'all want to start a raid? Yeah, go in and do a scav run. Scav, you go in, you have no, you're not going in with anything. So you are going in kind of only at risk of losing what you take in. That is the best way I'd recommend learning to play the game. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. Ooh, I have more torches here. That there. Egg. I need... I have so much space. I'm just gonna burn that. I don't need it. The loss of components and having certain items not stack anymore really drives me nuts. But we shall make do. Okay, I think that's a decent enough kit. On a good god roll overrun. Good luck. Oh my goodness, lots of people. This will be fun. What's the daily board looking like? 114. Oh my goodness, a bunch of people are really high up. I need over a stack to get on the board. Let's see what I can do. Number 4. Hey, GG's. Okay, where are we? Oh, I know where we are. Okay, perfect. Feel the rush, let the music play. Okay, South Radio Tower. Okay, I know where we are. Bye, Chet. See ya. See ya later. Thank you for popping in. Okay. We're going name tag hunting specifically. People are gonna be hunting for me, and I'm hunting back. Haven't got the barrels to dump stuff. No. Hi, Midnight. What's up? Target. Okay, don't play too much of a UAV here. That's a little mean. Like, I know I said hunt the Gundo, but jeez. What we got? Anything good? I'll take a torch. Let those open. Egg. Egg. Such a funny bit that just spawned from us saying egg in a silly way. Yes, I left the egg behind. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna take those because they're not, my cookies aren't stacking, so I'm just gonna have to eat those, but we'll take those in the sidebar. Oop, I've fallen. Egg, my beloved. All right, let's see. We're gonna get 2 shulker boxes from this, which is good. But nor a piece of equipment, but my name looks... It's a very fun game. Like I said, there will be a tutorial for season 2. You can go in as a scav and not have... You can go in as a scav and not have to worry about losing anything valuable. So definitely recommended if you wanna try it out. But it is a game that does unfortunately have a little bit of a learning curve, so it's taken some time to get to the point where now it's in a better spot. Okay, come on. Well, I'm gonna die here. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm lagging a little bit, unfortunately. Where they are. Come here. Come here. You're gonna die. You're gonna die here. Yes, let's go. I need the Midas chest plate. I need the Midas chest plate. How am I looking? I don't need this. I don't need this. Don't need that, that, or that. Who was that? Maximus, GG's. That was a good fight. That was a really good fight. That was fun. Okay, I don't need those boots. I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna keep that. Don't need that. I don't need that. And we're gonna keep the harming arrows on. Someone tried a third party. There is a third party engagement here, or somebody else did try to come in. So I gotta be careful. I see somebody already. Sorry, I'm hunting name tags. Oh, do I kill? Do I kill?
Pre-Subathon sub.
I'm sorry, I killed. Saber, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wait, oh, you had pearls. Wait, hold on. I feel less bad. I'm sorry. I need the pearls. I don't need the airdrop orders. I want your name tag. Okay. The eggs are going away. I'm sorry. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. That or that. We are out for blood. I'm choosing violence today. Have my pearls. That was your first extraction. Oh, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. Mean to a scab. We're playing a little mean today. Oh, I feel so bad. We're being mean though. I'm running around. I'm running around and hunting. I'm being. Oh my goodness, we got such a come up right away. Winning that first fight set us up really well. Don't feel bad. I had fun. That's good. I'm glad. It's a fun game. It is a fun game as long as you're cool with like risking some of your stuff. Like that's half the fun of it. Hunt the Gundo. Players have no goon. Yeah. First time I play extraction, bro has a history. A little bit. Okay, I need to. I know where I'm gonna go, and I wanna keep it interesting. That is a skeleton horse rider. That's wild. Sky Island Pond. Oh, tempting. No, I know where I'm gonna end up leaving. But it's just doing the loop and getting there. Here we go. I've chosen harm. A little bit. Little bits. It's odd being a teacher for new players. Well, I mean, in time, everybody gets to be the new player, gets to be the experienced player. Like, the game has taken... It's gone through multiple waves of people caring and playing about it, which is fun. 3 minutes many first extraction because you didn't know any of the points. Learning the map is part of the game. But in Season 2, you do have locator bar waypoints to all of your map locations, which is an important thing to keep in mind. So I have made it far more new player friendly in the fact that you'll be able to just see where you need to go via locator bar, which is huge. Like that on its own is going to make for such a better new player experience because it's just, hey, go to your waypoints. That should feel straightforward. Everyone having a mini map via Google Doc. That's wild. You shouldn't need Google Docs soon. Like, we do have or are working on a public API for the server as a whole, but also for extraction specifically, that you'll be able to get a lot of data about the worlds and items and things like that. So that way you could, theoretically, people could build tools like an extraction map or something like that on their own. It could be fun. Never played, but you might when Season 2 comes out? Yeah. I mean, feel free to play now. You'll learn a little bit about how the game is, and you'll be playing the objectively least good version of the game, but it will only get better from there. Note down the course for everything in F3. Yeah. Locator bar is going to help a lot. Okay. That's unnecessary. Okay, not good. I need to get this on board. Perfect. Come on.
Okay, I got them both to leave me alone for now. Drop this for a second. Get this on the hotbar. Drop that. Need to take a hit so I can eat, so I can drop the resistance potion. Perfect. I'm sorry, Digit. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm getting pincered. Here, this is fun. This is fun. Oh, that's a dead end. I don't like that. I'm dead here. Yeah. Oh, 6 people. That was good. That was a lot of fun. Hi, Saber. GG's. How'd I do? I had 3 name tags. Wish me luck. Good luck, Chippy. You'll do good. Just imagine when the auction house is available, how much more valuable my name tag will be than just worth 24 shards, which is fun. Oh, we did so good. I got outmaneuvered. I didn't have enough pearls. I really should have pushed that fight after getting the first 2 to break off. I think if I could have taken out even just one of them, it's way less damage coming my way. So I could have done a lot. I could have done a lot more in actually taking that fight. Oh, that was good though. That felt really good. That was a good chase. Yeah, I think I just ran out. I ran out of healing. The blood soups were good. I didn't complete any kills. That's the trick. If I had closed out a kill, I would have had a better shot. But we'll see. You just wanted to watch Digit. I'm sorry. My whole thought process in that moment was, let's get rid of the number of potential threats. So let's reduce the amount of damage that can come my way. Do a scav run in solidarity. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, my whole thought was reduce the amount of damage that can come my way. And I saw a red cap and I'm like, oh, cool. I can kill this person. And then I stopped because I felt bad. Server's a little laggy. How we doing? I'll take a little coal. Probably just because there's a bunch of tasks running that are triggering null pointers all the time, I bet. The season 1 code has its issues. Take another wooden sword because odds are I'm going to need it. No, don't drop my sword. I hate doing that. It works. It works. It's just, I say that in no way trying to degrade everything we've made. I'm so proud of everything with Extraction. When I say this is the worst possible version of the game so far, that only means I know how much better it's going to be. Lucky number 7. Thank you, Void. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Here you go. How we doing? In a good way. Yes, entirely in a good way. Only exclusively in a good way. Okay, I'll take some speedy snaps. I don't know if I'm gonna have a lot, but let's go searching here in the airport. Maybe we can find some stuff. Evening. Hey Mel, what's up? Weakness potion. Ooh, golden apple and a weapon components. Yo, okay, I'll take that. That's a win. That's some stuff. We'll drop this up. I'm still very offensively weak at the moment, which is not good. Did that spawn a child? Okay, come on. Come on. Child run. I'm fine. Ooh, pearl. Pearl. More seeds, which is more shards. If I can get out with these. I'll see. There's another chest over here I know I can loot. Scav run is weak. Oh, I'm already having a bad day. Ooh, okay. I have all 3 types of seeds. That's kind of perfect. Yeah, no, UAV on me when I'm in a full kit and I'm running around saying I'm choosing violence. 100%. That's the point of that. That's fine. Get to see how different people's play styles are to yours. A little bit. All right. We'll take some boots. Oh, we already have chain. That's unnecessary. Oh, hi. Well, that's very kind of you. I appreciate that. I have ranged combat now. I can fight. I can see. There's something epic in that one. And yeah, there's a lot of that. A lot of people play this game in a pacifist kind of manner. You'd be surprised. I want to know how close I got the people I was fighting. Hello, horse. I want to know how close I got them to a kill. 2 hearts? I would have been so happy. See, if I had closed that kill off, that whole fight goes differently. The whole tempo of it changes. If I had gotten one more hit, that would have ended completely differently. I'll take an airdrop orders because there's an airdrop platform here. Cooperative player than a competitive. I only go in competitively sometimes. Like I'll try to broadcast like when I'm going in choosing violence versus when I just want to run around and get stuff. Because sometimes it is just fun to run around and choose violence. Let's trigger this. That's calling now. Scary when I choose violence? Yeah, but that's the fun part. No, that's already stuff I have. That's nothing. Want more when the next season? Season 2 is coming at some point. Like I'm not rushing it. The goal is let's make it be better than what we have right now and improve. I don't want to be one of those people who's like, here's season 2 and it's 80% of what we used to have. I very much just want it to be the best possible version of what it can. It won't be perfect, it won't be everything, but it'll be something. And it's going to be a pretty significant upgrade if I can manage it. You don't need to just... thank
Second
you.
work, but wanted to pop by and say hi.
Thank you. Oh. Well. Nice. Thank you very much, Nick. How you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm taking my luck potion. You can... Ooh, blood soup. Oh, okay. Did they both just die to fall damage? You did not both just die to fall damage. You did both just die to fall damage. That's glorious. There you go. You can have the rest. It is not, but your armor is way less than what you normally have. They teamed up to protect you? Oh, that's amazing. What did we get here? I'll take an iron axe. Bow. Bundle. Bundle is huge. Don't need that. Backup tridents. That there. Don't need that. The weapon components. Night vision. I don't need night vision. Perfect. Inventory worth of loot to something that's out of your control. Like what, Luna? Like PvP? That is part of the game. You lost all your bundles last night. Oh no. Gotta get crafting. You can make a few more. 40 stream streak. Yeah. Oh, crashing. Yes. Crashes will be, disconnects will be handled a little bit differently in season 2. When you disconnect, your ghost will spawn. Oop. When you disconnect, your ghost will spawn. And as long as you reconnect within 60 seconds, you will be able to be back into the game. I can't have it be infinite because that's a problem. But 60 seconds, you'll have a minute to get reconnected. So that's the plan. I'm a little bit better off than I was when I started. Now all I need is one good fight and I can get a proper kit. Iron axe is at least something. I can do some pretty decent damage with an iron axe. If he's having too much fun, kill him. Coal. Oh. Back to hunt the Lagundo. I mean, I'm not doing awful. It'd be a little mean. What do I have here that I can use? I don't need this. The weakness potion is actually useful for now. Golden apples is useful. Coal is useful. What else? You being friendly? No, I'm good. Thank you. Hi. GG's. So worried. I'm so nervous. I'm being followed. I'm being followed. Oh, I'm being hunted. Do I just turn and engage? Oh, what do I do? Yeah, I'm being hunted. Okay. Where's my strength? Where's my strength? I need a little bit of hunger. Perfect. Thank you. That's what I needed. Come here, come here. 10 seconds of strength does a lot of damage. I want the name tag and the echo shard and the bad pun. Here you go. I will, you help me immensely. So here you go. That's yours. You can have the bad pun. That's all yours. That's all yours. GG's. Thank you. Thank you for helping me in the fight. You helped a lot. Come ups is real. And I'm going to learn my lesson and not fly too close to the sun. And we're getting out of here. So much whiffing? A little bit. The name tag. I got it. I got the name tag at the last second. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. GG's. GG's. This is like that GG. I'm playing Extraction, which is an extraction shooter game that an extraction looter game. I guess it's technically not a shooter. Yeah, not my personal server, but like a server I make, which I'm very, very, very proud of. All right, over a stack to be on the board. I'm gonna have over a stack for sure. I could craft up as well. I have 3 name tags. Do I turn them in? Oh, I'm always torn on turning in name tags because I personally really value collecting people's name tags. I find it very funny. We could stockpile some coal for a little bit. We'll keep the weapon components because that's actually valuable stuff. We'll keep the 1 coal block and the 2 badges. Perfect. Hello, GG's. Good fight. Bragging, but also shards. Oh, here. Pop, 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 pop. Flipping all these. What we got? Not bad. Another bow is nice. Keep them in the duplicates, turn them in. Yeah. I just like collecting everything I see. All right. What are we getting? We have a lot of coal. Like a lot of coal. 37. You know what? We're gonna just sell. Why not? We've let the coal build up a little bit here. The hoarder in the game. A little, but also it's just nice to look, like, check it out. Look at how many name tags I've collected over the whole season. It's fun to just be able to say, here's everyone I've killed. Which is not ominous in any way, shape, or form. Of course not. It's not ominous in any way. It's fine. Boop. Let's just grab all of the everything. We're gonna go back in with the bundle because I mean we have it, we might as well use it. Where's our badges? That's more heads. Where's food? Orc can go there. Lucky berries can go there for now. That's fine. Weapon components we'll put there. More coal. Why not? Gold can go in. Leather, I mean, it's better than nothing, so I'll keep collecting it. And then where's my trident box? We'll put the tridents away in there for right now. And let's just take a bit of arrows. How much of a drone scout do you want to nail down the air? Let them fight. Let them struggle. Let them struggle for a game. It's fine. All right, let's turn in all the seeds and then turn in my profits from these 2 runs. Definitely not almost. Yeah. Oh, why is Cookie's skin not loading? That's not good. Oh, buddy. Okay, so then here we go. Bop. 283. I'll take that. I mean, it puts me in 6th place for the day because a lot of people have been going hard. Okay, we're gonna do one more run. It is a Hunt the Lagundo run. So come kill me. I'm basically gonna make my way across the map. And I'm gonna try to collect as many name tags as I can. So you all come try to kill me in the process as well. So there's that. What else do I want to bring in? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go get some more stuff before I go in again. Incident with the respawn anchor. Yeah, that was funny. Okay, I'm gonna get some more stuff. To be ready. Reach the streak 45 random GG. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna run across the map from side to side. Find me and hunt me. Okay. North, south. Copy that. This could be fun. So, yeah, hopping on. Come get me. Which is fun. I love it. I'm very happy with, like, I love this game. I'm so proud of this game. We've made something really cool with this thing. Coming on, so I need to cheer everything. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're feeling better soon. The hunt has begun. What do we got? I'll take an iron axe and a melon seed. Hole. Door. Hole. Turing's helmet. On PvP, version legs and name tags. Do you think you killed soldiers? That's entirely what the whole point of the name tags is that it's meant to feel like a dog tag that you're pulling off of the people that you're killing. That's a child. Server's struggling. Server is struggling right now. Golden apple? Take that. Dang. Zombies. Okay, so not a big deal. Or not? Yeah, no, that's entirely intentional. To be like you're collecting dog tags off of their body. entirely the reference I was going for in the time. Fight like no other. One of the biggest upgrades I think for season 2 is that all of the like custom items and custom potions and stuff, you'll be able to eat them whenever. So no more of this. You have to be taking a little bit of damage to eat a regeneration soup or a speedy snap or a blood soup or something like that. They're all going to operate like golden apples. So they're all for whenever. Okay, feel bad, but we're choosing violence. This is a violence run. Okay, let's move from this area. Lucaris, I'm so sorry. Dry ice. I don't need the engram. Weapon components is good. Hurt. Oh. Okay. GG's. Good fight. I'm still collecting name tags. You're the first. Just woke up from a nap. Hi, Echo. Welcome in. I watch stream right now. GG's. Hey, good fight. It's fun. Fusion both airport runway, not letting me leave. I am a lost soul. Oh no. Yeah, we gotta fix that with the extraction points. Turn this around. Gotta be careful here because now's where people are gonna start like being able to pin down where I'm in. Where I'm at. The city part of every run is normally where I'll get killed. Oop. Nope. Excuse me. That's where I can. Yeah, so not every extraction point is valid for every run. The thing that I did for season 1 is that there's not enough of a visual cue of what's valid and what's not. That is significantly easier to understand in season 2. The visual overhaul to extraction points is basically monumental. Could not be fundamentally more different. Spiders suck. Sure, you know what? Let's do this. And let's have a torch right there, which should shut off both of those spawners. And if I can put a torch here, which I think I'll shut off that spawner. Potentially wasteful, but worthwhile to do. Oh, there goes my vision. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in this one. That's what I thought. Yeah, come here, come here. That's such a disappointment because I ran away from multiple shulkers on that. Oh. The shulkers are going to be reset by now, probably. Yeah. Oh. You have flame bow? What? Someone has a flame bow? Are you kidding me right now? Okay. All right, we are officially in oh no territory. I need a little bit of hunger. Gonna go offensive here, probably. Give me one good hit. Just hit me once, please. Can my trident get back in my... I'm not gonna catch up to that. We're gonna be violent this run. Oh, cool. We get to third party. That's Luna. that Luna? No, that's Beck. Who's this? Hello, goodbye. That's neither of the people I thought it was. Oh, I whiffed that hit. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Scooter, no! Scooter, no. I'm just collecting name tags. This is what I'm here for. I'm violent. I am a threat. I am a world threat at this point. I'm a mini boss. Do I have an airdrop order? I don't. I'm a roaming world boss. Unfollowed, blocked, reported. No! Doors open here. Anything good? No. Is there a chest? Is there any chests in here? I don't think there is, actually. I think this is just a... Yeah, this is just a spot. Oh. Oh. Where was that person? Where was that person? I did just see somebody. I have a feeling I'm gonna be fighting for my life at the actual extract point, which is gonna be scary. Gunda's on the loose. Get out of here. I mean, it might just be smart to just down the resistance potion or the resistance soup. Let's get out of here. Five, 4. I'm out. Goodbye. I'm glad I used the resistance potion there. Oh. You lucky bald man. I'm out. I thought you'd die for sure. I'm out. There we go. All right, let's sell off what we got, and then we'll stop the rest. So Cookie, you're selling that. One more run. No, I gotta go because it is going to be kid time for me in just a minute. So I'm gonna be on that. So I have kid time to take care of. So apologies, but next time. I mean, we actually have a pretty decent kit. For dying very early on, we've done pretty good at actually like maintaining a decent kit here. Oop. Pop, pop, pop. Let's see what we get. I'll take some pearls. Yeah, sure. Okay. 2 o'clock. Time flies. Yeah. We've gotten a lot done. We have a lot planned. I feel like we're in a really good spot. I feel like I have a lot more. We have a lot more of the map figured out. Hi, Shauna. Okay. I was expecting the dramatic turn. 4 random kills looking for you and you failed to find me. Hey, well, GG's on the kills. Let's sell Turing's helmet back to Ada. That's another 20 shards. I'm not going to cash in the name tags. I do want to continue to hoard name tags. Oop. So let's pop these in here. Oh, we have duplicates. We got Beck and Lucarius. I have 26 unclaimed name tags. I think I can trade these for shards because I think they don't count anymore. They've lost all their value. Yeah. Yeah, so let's just do that. Let's convert those. There you go. We'll get a good run on the board. That puts me up in the 800 or something like that. That's a lot. What's that for me for the day? I was at 283 plus another 600. Another 600 and something, 680. I think almost 700. Yeah, like, and it's small things like that, like having to do that two-step process to convert name tags. That's not gonna matter anymore because name tags are inherently valuable for season 2. So it's just quality of life things like that that are super important. All right, I wanna see where we end up on the board. How does a name tag become unclaimed? When we upgraded the game from 1.21.1 to 1.21.5, all of the way that Minecraft stores data on items went from something called NBT to something called components. And everything that went through that translation failed. So a lot of old items just had everything about them wiped out. That won't be a problem again. We'll never have to worry about it, but yeah. SB1 season, it would be helpful for knowing what POI you're at. So there, I have plans for what's going to be visible for the POI stuff soon, which is very cool. It's coming along. I'm waiting for this to refresh, and then once that refreshes, then we're gonna call it. Okay, while that refreshes, I'm gonna find us a raid target because I want to see where I ended up on the board. I want to see where I want to see where I stopped. Let's find who's live. Who should we say hello to? Let's go read Cleo. Why not? In a while. What did I get? 967. I'll take 5th place. I'll take a solid 5th. I like that. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for me for today. We're going to raid over to Cleo and send the hype over there and send the energy over there. Thank you so much for joining me for planning for Subathon, for planning for Extraction Season 2, for playing a little bit of Extraction. I am so proud of this game, right? Like, I'm so proud of this game, but I'm so excited knowing what it's going to be in the very near future, which is so fun. Just over a week away from Subathon. It's going to be hype. I'm so excited. Thank you all so much for being here. Our raid message, as always, is never skip leg day. If you enjoyed what we played on the stream, exclamation mark SMP to come get the IP address to leg.gg and come be able to play. Exclamation mark Discord to come join my personal Discord community. I would love for you all to be a part of it. But thank you all so much. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. And I will see you all very soon. 200 people in on the raid. Let's go say hi to Cleo.
My goodness.
I've got a
Sorry.
raid. I need to go and speak to the raid. Oh, you guys.
Please.
There we go. I've muted them. Hi, Legs. Thanks for coming over. My God, you don't know what you have